What's up, everybody? It's Dr. Slavic here, but you can call me M, and the M stands for... Man, the Wii U is a bad console, but we'll get into that in a moment. This is Pokemon Snap, released for the Nintendo 64, and then re-released on the Wii U, and soon to be re-released for the Nintendo Switch, with Nintendo Switch's Nintendo 64 Online expansion. I already have a game file, but we're going to start a new game, and yeah, that's fine. I'm here to reveal... some secrets. God, this is terrible. Okay. Literally the worst game controller ever made. Okay. Spoiler, that's not how you spell M.
Hello there.
Hello there. I'm Oak, the Pokemon Professor. The reason I invited you here is this Pokemon report.
So, yeah, this is a game about Pokemon photography, if you're not familiar with the premise, which, after this year, I think there's most Pokemon fans, and probably anyone who follows Nintendo news in general, is more aware of this now series.
Here on Pokemon Island, wild Pokemon can be found everywhere. This is my new invention, the 01 vehicle. You can take this on your trip. The 01 vehicle constantly moves towards the goal gate. Shall I repeat this information?
If you do, I will break your fingers.
I'll teach you how to take pictures in the first course. I'm counting on you.
Alright. Maybe I should stop taking photos. It's a good idea. No. Alright, we're going to start off at the beach. What a sunny beach. It looks great. I should get some awesome shots there.
Yes.
Now, if you'll show us, Professor Oak. Go ahead and press Z to aim, which is great because that's not a button on the controller of the Wii U pad, but thank you. So as you can tell... Oops. Okay. Pokemon Snap is a rail shooter, but it's a very unique one. Rail shooters tend to, involve shooting enemies and getting points and killing them. They're not generally my favorite genre, because if I'm gonna go around with a gun and shoot things, I kind of want to have my own agency. I don't think adding the rails adds much when all you're doing is just killing enemies as fast as possible. There's a Lapras hiding in the background there. Make sure you grab a nice, cheeky little picture of that. But in Pokemon Snap, as a rail shooter, because your goal isn't to kill, it's to get nice pictures, you can unlock different behaviors and interactions with Pokemon, and so there's a lot of replayability in the levels beyond just how fast can you kill everything. Got Meowth here, he's going to do a funky little thing. Yeah! Yeah, so, as you can see, there's pretty, full complex levels for being a Nintendo 64 game, and there's a lot that we can't really do yet. But yeah, you get all these things like, chasing Pidgey, these Lapras in the water. This is a really cool companion game to the series, and I'd wish it had continued through, all the games. It would have been nice to have a Ruby and a Sinnoh, Johto, I don't know why I said Ruby, that's not the name of the region. A lot of Butterfrees. There's that Pidgey way up there. Okay, it just vanished. Just Doduo again. Because it's nice and fun and kinetic and relaxing, and it's infinitely replayable, because the nature of taking pictures is just, you can keep taking them. There's a Kangaskhan, and, beautiful. It's a great picture. We'll get more into the details of what makes a picture actually good as we get scored and move on through the levels. Right now, this is just a tutorial level, so you really just want to take as many pictures as you can, get used to the controls. They have vertical inversion, horizontal not inverted, and Meowth gets twisted. This is great. Alright, and because this is a rail shooter, it's just going to continue on to the end of the level. Like I said, you can pick this up on the Wii U, you can pick this up on the 64 if you have a 64. You can pick this up on the Switch soon, once it's added to the Nintendo 64 library, which is super exciting to me because I don't have to use my Wii U for basically anything anymore. It's just a Pokemon Snap machine. If you emulate, I wouldn't recommend emulating Pokemon Snap. It doesn't really turn out well. A lot of games that have weird visual effects tend to mess up on emulators, and camera seems to count as that. So right now, we could go to Professor Oak and show all of our pictures that we haven't clicked, which is 0. What you want to do is go to Oaksmark, which is a weird name, and then you're going to mark pictures that you want him. The first Pidgey picture that you're tutorialized to get is a very good one, and I recommend picking it up. When you click a Pokemon, like Doduo here, you can scroll through all the photos you've taken, even if they're at different points in the stage. Generally speaking, you want your Pokemon to be in the center of the frame, facing you, and filling up the frame as much as possible. And on top of that, if you can find other of the same species in the picture, that's going to result in a better picture as well. And then further on top of that, there are special behaviors that Pokemon do that themselves have extra points on. We don't have any of those though, so... yeah, that's our best Doduo picture by far. Only got one picture of Pikachu. Got a lot of border flurry. To go head on, I guess. It's not a very good one, but got some really good. Oh, yes, very good picture of Lapras. Lapras is kind of interesting. If we go through the beach again, we will go through the beach again, but I'll go in more depth about. It's a good Meowth picture, but so is the one I picked is better. Okay. Got one picture of Eevee, very nice. One picture of Kangaskhan, very nice. And once you've selected all of them, it'll even let you know. It'll, yeah, just go and hit to Professor Oak.
Yes.
And now comes the art judging aspect of this game.
What's new this time? Let me see, this is Pidgey.
So size, this is basically how much of the Pokemon you can see in frame. Got 1,000 points for pose, because it's a very good pose that it gives you as a tutorial. And right in the middle of the frame, which is going to double your score for you. And there are other Pidgey. The extra Pokemon usually don't give that many points, unless there's a lot of them, or it's a really good shot of 2 Pokemon. But 3,000 points for a picture is pretty good. Next up we got Doduo. It's okay. It's okay. And it's okay.
Wonderful.
It is wonderful, he says, but I don't know about that. As you can see, 570 points for Pikachu's size isn't very good. You want him filling the frame as much as you can without cutting off parts of them. It's a confusing category, and it becomes more confusing because there are Pokemon that are really big, and you can get a picture that's full up, but you'll lose points because they're cropped out of it. Oh, a nice 1,000 points on the pose.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Professor Oak. I worked really hard on it. Okay. Yep, very nice. Perfect.
Wonderful.
And then if you hold B, you can just skip through all the information. And yeah, so for pose, Kangaskhan got a very low score and he didn't even finish grading it. And that's because Kangaskhan's facing away from the camera. Pokemon allegedly hate to have their backs taken picture of. I kind of think they wouldn't care because they're wild animals, but what do I know? And finally, the one I'm most excited for is Lapras. 430 points on size is fine, I guess. This is relaxed pose. Very nice. And there's other Lapras.
Wonderful.
I kind of thought that'd be a better picture, but oh well. So there's 2 things you really have to focus on in Pokemon Snap, and it's the number of kinds of Pokemon that you take pictures of and the total points, and they'll matter different at different points.
I saved the pictures in the Pokemon report.
Thank you.
Oh, and now you can see the Pokemon report.
Just to go over that real quick, it's not much. It's just, you can see 1, your best shot, which I believe is Lapras. Yes. And you can see this is essentially your Pokedex. There are not 150 or 151 Pokemon in this game. There are 63. There was originally, I believe, Ekans was going to be in the game to give it a nice round 64 because Nintendo 64, but ended up as cut content, so.
I can go to the next course.
The tunnel. Sometimes stages will unlock through normal gameplay, like it just happened here.
Yes.
Sometimes they'll unlock when you have enough points or photos of different Pokemon taken, and sometimes there'll be other things you have to do in the level. We have a Pikachu here, and if you take a picture of Pikachu here at this spooky tunnel, he will run over and he will jump on Electrode. I love this. And then Electrode will explode and Pikachu will faint. It's great. Got an Electabuzz who's facing away from us. How rude. Right now we're kind of at the whims. Keep an eye on where these Kakuna are too. Because when an Electrode explodes, Kakuna comes down, and I don't know if I actually got a picture. Okay, that's great. This is going well. Anyways. Yeah, so this is the tunnel. It's electric types, it's ghost types, it's bug types. It's just a spooky tunnel. We love it. I love the music to this game, too. It's very ambient and very unique. And yeah, there's a Zubat there if you're not prepared, so be prepared. We have Pikachu here again. That's not my little guy. And then we got this mysterious egg. Who knows what could be in that egg? Certainly not me. We have this orb. If you take a picture of it, it's just a question mark orb. If you've played a Pokemon game before, you probably understand what's happening. And a Magikarp. And ooh, quick on the draw. I think he only shows up once, though, so. Yeah, right now we're at the whims of our rail. Soon we'll be able to have a little more agency in the levels, but right now we're just going through, taking pictures, and all of the Electabuzz are going to face away from us. We got one more new Pokemon here. Pikachu! No, it's Diglett. What you want to do is take a picture of Diglett. He's going to go underground. He's going to show up. He's going to go underground. Oh, look at that. It's Diglett. He's going to go underground. And if you're diligent, yeah, you get this guy, Dugtrio. And on top of that, you can get 2 Dugtrio. But wait, there's more. Order now, and you can receive 3 Dugtrio. Love it. Yeah, and over here, they're just watching TV. That's off. Got some cool modern art here. Kind of looks like a Pokemon. That's weird. Over here, we have these mysterious Pokemon that nobody can tell what they are. They get very, very angry at cameras. We have an Electrode over here. I don't think I've actually taken a picture of one that's not exploded, so I'll go ahead and take a couple now. And then we have the end of the level. So yeah, these are over pretty quick. Not much to say about it at the beginning because, well, it's just a rail shooter, but I can shoot this Magnemite like 100 times and it won't die. If you look at the top right, you can see your camera film, and if that hits 0, your course will end early. So that can be useful and not useful. You can't cancel out of a course early either way, like manually. So if you have the one picture you need, like you're missing a Pokemon or something, you don't want to finish the course, you can just press A 60 times. I can use the album mark to save my favorite pictures into the album. Yes, so this is different from Oaksmark. If you see a picture that you really like that you don't think is going to be very good, for point-wise from Professor Oak, you can save it to your album, and then you can view it anytime you want without having to have it be your highest scoring picture or affect your score negatively. We have a lot of pictures of Pikachu here. I'm going with this one. It's a good picture. As we'll see. Got a great picture of Electrode, great picture of Electrode. Unfortunately, I think that's my best picture of Electrode because it's the only one where it's facing me. We got some good pictures there. Okay. I want a picture of Kakuna. I guess this one's the best one. Eclipsed by Electrode. This is... I know I use this as the album example, but it's also my best picture of Electabuzz, so I'm going with it anyways. Go with that picture of Zubat. That looks nice and centered. As you can see, this isn't very clear. There's no egg Pokemon, obviously. Not, certainly, Execute or Chansey, but that's fine. And that mysterious orb shows up on camera. Spooky. It's Haunter. That's a good picture of Haunter. One great picture of Magikarp. Love that guy. And then... that's a good picture of Diglett. And... I think that's my best picture of Dugtrio. That should be all my Pokemon. Oh, right. And then who knows what this is. I have no idea what this is. If only it was clear. Anyways, to Professor Oak.
Yes. Wow.
Wow, isn't this Pikachu on a ball? Pikachu on a ball has a value of 600 points. Yeah, so like I said, there's special behaviors, but some of them are a little silly, such as Pikachu on a ball, which is nothing. Got a worse size, but a better pose, plus that bonus we already had. It means it's going to be our best picture so far. So you definitely want to look out for those good behaviors, because they add a lot to your point value. This is Kakuna. Okay. Okay. Okay, very nice. Electabuzz. Electablaze it. Oh dear, it fainted. I'm sending this dead Pokemon picture to you, sir. Magikarp. Very nice. It splashed. Very perceptive. Professor of Pokemon. Zubat. Alright. This is going well. This is going well, team. Haunter. 310. 750. Okay, that seemed like a better picture to me, but what do I know about photography? Honestly, not much. Diglett, 490. It's about to pop up, even though it's very clearly all the way above the ground already. And I'm excited for this one. Please let this be a good score. That's our highest size score. 1,000 points. Right in the middle. Alright, 4,500 points on that picture. Yeah, if you can time it right, you can get really good points off of Doduo. It's about the best points I could have got, I think. So, and then Electrode, very tiny. Very sitting there. And very in the middle. Wonderful. Wonderful. Alright. Wait! Let's return to the lab.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Thank you. And he's gonna give us a present to help us take pictures. Is it gonna be a zoom? Is it gonna be a break lens? It's gonna be something like that. It's a apple. Yay. Can't take photos without apples. I say that apple is very useful. Or Pokemon food, whatever you want to call it. Basically, you can hurl these apples. Yep. And Pokemon, you can bonk them with it. You can lure them out of places with it. It's great. And he says, throw some Pokemon food at an Electrode that's not moving and see what happens. Well, I hope it's humane. Oh, God, no. Sir, please don't. No. Okay. Unfortunately, I think our time here is up. So, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Leave us a comment saying your favorite type of way to take a photo. Goodbye.
Welcome